I I listened to Siete a couple times today, man, and I was reading your promo that's coming, for the new album coming out, and you guys bill yourselves as technical death metal, but I think you guys are like a lot more than just technical death metal. I hear some deathcore in there, some
Yeah.
metalcore, some thrash, some groove. It's almost like for a debut album, it's almost like a resume of like what you guys can do. It was great. Tell me all about it, man.
Well, we're really honored by your words. We really try to mix everything that we like in some sort of way. Here, Max, he's the guitarist. He's the composer of all the music you hear.
Wow.
Here is 26. He's the vocalist. You know him.
Okay.
Uh, and basically, we for the first album, Siete, we try to integrate various genres from the culture here in Venezuela with like corteñanera. That in the intro we have Joropo Llanero, un cuatro. Joropo, we have a cuatro. In the intro, it's a cuatro playing the solo for
Okay.
the and in other songs we put some groove, so a little bit of speed vocals like a rap thing for because 26 he's a rapper originally.
Oh, okay.
So he implements that rap side of his art into the growls, into the screams.
Yeah.
It's a mashup of of a lot of things that go very well with the kind of music we do.
I I didn't know I could talk about rap for like hours. I was a rap lover before I got into metal. I grew up listening to a lot of hip hop, so
Ah,
I I really like this I really like the album Siete, but I can't wait to hear the new one. I only heard Fausto, and like I want to hear so much more about it. How did you guys meet and form and like come together as a band? Because you guys all seem to have such different backgrounds in your playing.
yes. Well, it all started with our manager. He contacted Max and contacted Moises. That is his uncle. It's his uncle, the drummer. The drummer is his uncle.
Okay.
And they talked, and they Mauricio, our manager, he already had the idea of a band called Sorte for the mountain here in Venezuela, that they perform rituals and black magic and sorcery, all that stuff. It's really a sensitive subject. It's kind of it's serious. It's not a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
It's real. And then they formed a first arrangement of members of the band, and little by little, one friend of mine is from a band called Sibelius here in Venezuela. It's a band of symphonic metal, of symphonic rock, and he recommended me to Mauricio to play the bass. And I always wanted to have a death metal band that's so technical, and when I heard it, I said, okay, here it is. I have to stay here. And there started the original formation. Uh, First, we have a vocalist, then we have Ophelia, that is another vocalist we have, that it was a woman. He did growls, everything. I don't know if you saw the videos with her.
Yeah.
Uh, but then we met the guitar, another guitarist, then we met 26, and uh, until now, we think this is the latest formation. We now have a new guitarist, um, and the idea of the concept of the album. Que ¿De dónde sacamos el concepto del álbum? Pues, o sea,
Bueno, no me invitáis.
sí, no, del 7.
De siete. Bueno, es explorar básicamente siete cortes del espiritismo en Venezuela
Okay.
y básicamente contamos una historia referente a cada una de las cortes. Está la corte africana, la corte llanera, la corte vikinga. Cada una tiene un tipo de historia y nosotros hacemos el papel de narrador de cada una de esas historias.
So for Siete, right? It's called Siete because in the Santeria religion there are 7 courts.
Okay.
One is the African court, the Viking court, the Llanera court, and all of them represents some kind of saint in
Okay. I
the
was
religion.
I was confused because then I'm trying to work on my Spanish. I haven't used Spanish in 25 years. I was stationed with a bunch of guys from like Mexico, Ecuador, and Guatemala. And the only
Okay.
Spanish I learned is like pinche pendejo and stuff like that. And like like nothing good. So I'm trying to learn, but I saw Siete and I was like seven. It's their, debut album. I was like, where's seven come into play? So
Yeah.
I started reading the press kit a little bit, and I wasn't sure like if you said it's the Santeria religion. Is that what it's called?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So I didn't know if that
Santeria.
was like a real thing or like something that I'm not too familiar with like the Venezuelan culture as far as like the religious standpoint. So like I didn't know like if that was a storyline or like a mythology and like the Venezuelan roots. But now that you explained it, it seems like you guys are incorporating a lot of like Venezuelan history and Venezuelan roots into the music, which I think is so cool. That's what drew me to like South American metal to start with. I met some dude when I was in like eighth grade. He was a Brazilian foreign exchange student, and he introduced me to Sepultura, and that from like turned me into a metalhead. And like ever since then, I've had like a lot of love for South American metal. And then like I think The Hill reached out first, and then I started with like a few other Venezuelan bands like Collateral Damage or Collateral Detriment and like a few other bands. And next thing you know, like I'm listening to all this Venezuelan metal and it's great. I'm so happy to be, listening to your stuff. I think it's great that you guys incorporate a lot of your roots and stuff. Could you tell me more about like the religion and like the elements that went into making Siete?
Well, we really don't partake in the religion.
Oh, okay.
So our background of the terminology of the saints and all the background that is within the religion, we take it from our first singer. He did practice Santeria,
Okay.
and so we kind of take the, I
A
don't
little bit
know,
of
the guidance from him.
influence.
Yeah, exactly. And
Y ver investigaciones propias, pues.
well, we did investigation from ourselves to really know a little bit more about it.
Okay.
But uh, we don't talk about it in a sense of idolatry or promotion of the religion, but it's more like a narration. It's more like to let people know what could you find in this religion, in these cases that some people take it in, how can I say it,
A little
in
bit too
rituals,
far.
paganism,
Sí, sí.
in witchcraft.
Okay.
But I think that if someone that really knows about it talks to you about it and tell you the really dark side of it, maybe you wouldn't believe it because it's something that is really scary.
Yeah.
We once had the chance of maybe we could go and play in Sorte in the mountain,
Oh,
and
wow.
we really had some kind of like nervousness because that is the mothership of all the witches, the sorcerers, and all that stuff. And it's like, how would they react when they hear our music? Will they take it the right way? Will they take it the wrong way? Will they try to attack us in some way? It's something that's really it's really sensitive, really sensitive.
Yeah. I've talked to a lot of other bands like Hell Ripper from Scotland and a few bands from Ireland, and they talk about like a lot of the heritage of like ghosts and spirits and like their families from, generations past. So I think like heavy metal music, especially death metal, and especially leans itself into that kind of topic really well. But I really think nature and metal is like so cool. So I think like you having your name after Sorte, this majestic mountain, this powerful mountain. I think that's just like a great name for a band, and like your music like is just as powerful as that mountain, you know? It's not like you guys are like some weak hair metal band or something. No offense, but like it's nice to hear like that full intricate tech death metal sound backed by such like cool lyrics and cool stories. If not you're not into the religion as like we are. We're not into this in America, but at least the stories are really cool and really great to hear. I really like this stuff if you can't tell.
That's it. We're really glad that you like it that much, and we're really happy that you came across our music and that you took your time to even interview us, share your thoughts with us.
Yeah, yeah.
It's very different to hear the perspective of someone from the outside, from the United States,
Sure.
than someone here in Venezuela. Because here in Venezuela, the metal, the underground culture, it's it's kind of niche. It's very niche. There's not a lot of people that listen to this kind of music. That I don't think here in Venezuela that you could I don't know, fill a stadium with this kind of music. Here the people like reggaeton, like merengue, like salsa,
Yeah.
like it's more like a party kind of culture, right?
Yes, it is.
So it's very hard to make a living or launch beyond our expectations of international audience.
Sure. But like I started this project or channel or whatever I do. I started that like 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
And I didn't know what I was doing. I still really don't. I don't know. I just like metal, and I thought like I remember as like a little kid, you had everything was magazines or like you had to write letters and mail them off and it took forever. So now like I have the internet and I can just reach out to like Venezuela, and like you guys could like reach out and instantly I can listen to your album now on like Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. And so like to me mentally, rather than thinking of just like the American metal scene, I realized I've traveled a little bit in the world, and like I realized there's some cool stuff out there that you have to find. And so for me it was like I really just have fun just exploring and discovering new things. And that's where like it was so cool to meet, and I'll probably mess her name up, but Yenny, and uh she has just introduced me to so many people and so many cool bands, and I'm so thankful that like I crossed paths with her and that she reached out to me because
Ella me escribió a mí personalmente
Okay.
para como que la entrevista con nosotros.
Sí.
Ella me escribió a mí, después yo contacté a Mauricio.
Okay. Well, we are really grateful to her.
okay, okay. But it's weird in America. Like, I think you guys are all in this little area and everybody knows each other, but I know it's not like that, you know? So it's really cool when, like, I started originally with like, hey, I don't make any money, so I was asking bands to just send me to the next band. Hey, like, who do you know who's good? And that's how I got passed around and discovered so many people. And it's just been so fun. And I've just discovered so many cool people, cool cultures, cool sound. Like, I'm just having so much fun. So for me, like, thank you guys for sending stuff over and like, just sharing such cool music. I love it, man. That's what I live for.
Thanks.
Thank you, man. Thank you,
Thank
really.
Yeah, so like when's the new album dropping? Do you guys have like an official date? And you guys are gonna have to pronounce it. I'm not gonna even try.
Lumen Vitae.
Lumen Vitae.
Oh, I might have had that one. I might have had that one.
That I don't know if you search what that stands for.
Not
That,
yet.
that's Latin for the path of life.
Okay.
The threshold. The threshold of life.
Okay. So like Mar Mauricio, did I say that right?
Mauricio.
Mauricio. He sent me like to the album cover and he was like the meaning behind the cover. But like I don't know what happened. I didn't understand that. Could you explain to the viewers like what the art is in the
Okay. Dame tú yo
Vale, hay bastante simbolismo que básicamente refleja lo que es básicamente eso. El umbral de la vida se supone que está hablando de lo que pasamos a través de nuestro nacimiento, crecemos, avanzamos en la vida, vivimos X clase de situaciones hasta que llegamos a los últimos momentos de nuestra vida, que ya es pasar a la muerte. Por eso es que se conoce como el umbral.
Okay.
Entonces es transitar a través de todas esas etapas que tenemos en nuestra vida hasta llegar al final de ella. Y es esa pregunta que queda sobre qué hay después.
Okay. There's a lot of symbolism in the cover art. It's basically an image, a representation of the passage of life, of the stages of life. You were born, you grow, then you die, and all of the little details that there are, it's kind of a representation of each of those stages in life. That's why it's called the threshold of life, because at some point we're gonna die and we don't know what is after life. We don't know what is after death. We don't know what's expecting us. So the threshold, because life is so spontaneous, life is short, life, you don't know when life is going to end. So,
Yeah.
que le comente sobre que va a ser un álbum doble, ¿verdad?
Sí.
So the also another feature of the album is that it's going to be a double album. So we
Okay.
have the threshold of life, and the second part of the album is the threshold of death.
Okay.
We're still working on the second half of the album, but we already have that concept attached to it. So we're currently working first on the first half. Then we could hand you or let you
Yeah.
know more about the second half.
For sure, for sure. So when I started this from like a near-death experience. And so that's what led me to, I decided in my life I want to start doing something that makes me happy and I want to help other people. But like in America, everything is focused on work, like work, and make money and pay the government. And that's just what you do. And I decided like I don't want to do that. Like I want to live my way and like do it my terms. And so like I started this and like I didn't know what to do. And like, you just fumble around till you figure it out. And like now I'm just having so much fun. And so like I feel like I got to that threshold and I was like, hey, I'm right there. And like, all right, I didn't cross, so let's go, let's have as much fun and let's jam as much into life as I can until I hit that threshold and cross it. And whenever the time comes, like, I hope Satan's ready because we're gonna have a party down in hell. Like, I'm gonna take over, Like,
That's enough. That's an awesome way of picturing life. I really liked it. It's live the moment, live what your life gives you. Enjoy it if it's good, enjoy it if it's bad. Learn to enjoy it.
right. Yes, so much.
Fuck around with it. Do what you want. Don't
Yeah.
let you down. It's live your life, dude.
Yeah, and that's what I tell my kids all the time. Like, do what makes you happy, even if it's like against what I say. Win, like, be safe, but like, just do what you want and pursue your dreams and be happy. And like, I think, especially in heavy metal, like you see so many people struggling with depression, anxiety, fear, like what people think. And it's just, they're so, like you said, so short. And I think in metal, especially, like, I don't know about in Venezuela, but maybe I think a lot of people need to hear what you guys are saying. I think not only music, like lyrically and vocally, but I think music wise too, because it's not just like good lyrics, it's really, really good music backing it too.
Thank you, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks.
I think that would rely more on maybe people investigating the people that are interested in the thing we do. Maybe investigate a little, try to read a little bit. Maybe we could share more specific information of, I don't know, the composition, the way that we build the songs, so maybe the people could read and understand a little bit more of this kind of music, because it's not only death metal, just like you said. It's a combination of a lot of things, a lot of folklore, a lot
Yeah.
of roots from the country.
Música
So
clásica.
well, here in the new album
Aparte, aparte del mensaje cónchale, porque por lo menos este disco tiene una cuestión de que tiene su parte oscura, pero la parte clara, yo me basé en las letras más que todo en cuestiones de que la gente, si está en un mal momento, se levante, ¿me entiendes? Que
Claro.
luche, que
Es-
persiga sus ambiciones.
So here 26 is talking about the intentions behind the lyrics and the composition. So we have the two sides of the album, right? We have the threshold of life, that in life you're gonna have downsides, you're gonna have upsides. So it's he's trying to tell people that if they're down, when they listen to our music, that they can get up, try to uh
Feel a little better, you know, like
yeah, feel themselves in the music, and maybe cheer them up a little bit. Maybe try to help them understand the bad side of the thing, anything that happened to them. So maybe they could feel better about themselves, feel better about their lives.
yeah.
I don't know if reaching the point of bettering their life, I don't believe it, because that's more something internal and more personal. But maybe that's the intention behind everything.
Yeah. I think that's great. But I also think in your music too, like getting into the music side of the house, I think like with so many different influences, whether it's tech death, black metal, whatever, somebody might come to your music thinking like, oh, I want to hear tech death. And next thing you know, they're listening to black metal and they discover something so new or something. Your music could appeal to so many fans of metal because it's, you know, like tech death, deathcore, thrash. There's a little bit for everybody. And I think that will hopefully introduce people to new styles of metal too.
That's why maybe what we're trying to do, because we are people from abroad, we're people from a country with some sort of ethnicity, some sort of folklore. So taking that and put it in something something foreign, for saying in a way that it's metal. Metal is not from here.
Okay.
So trying to mix those folklore aspects of the music and put it in the metal, in death metal, with black, with groove, with everything. We're trying to show up, to maybe call the attention of the people, because it's something different. There's a band from India that I don't remember how they call, no band in India,
Bloodywood.
Bloodywood. Have you heard
Okay,
of
yeah.
their music? Is amazing, and they base all their music in the style of music from India. They take a lot from the roots and put in metal, and they also add the rap style in their music. It's amazing. So that's what calls people the originality, right?
Right.
that different. Like they can identify. Okay, I'm listening to death metal. I'm listening to black metal. But hey, what's this in the middle?
Right.
Or why does this technical death metal is sounding so weird? Because we could have some kind of rhythm or some kind of arrangement that is more rooted in the way of composing our kind of music,
Claro.
but translated to metal. So that's the enchantment of the composing side of the music.
But I think South America, like as a whole, has a lot of metal roots. So I think back, and I don't know if they're Venezuelan or maybe Brazilian, but the band Los Psychos, they're from like the
Yeah.
1960s. Are you familiar with them? I think they were the first punk band. They were from like 1960. I'm gonna send them over to you after
Hay
this.
una banda peruana.
Es una banda.
Hay una banda peruana que hacía punk también muy
Sí,
bien
sí.
de Perú.
Do you know? They're telling me that there's an old band from maybe that time that's from Peru.
Oh, maybe they are from Peru. I think so. But they were I think they were the first punk band like ever. And so to me, like discovering that you had a where Peru's in Central America?
It's more South America. It's more southern.
Más al sur.
Okay.
We're in South America. We're
You're like the northern part of South America.
in the
Yeah.
north of South America. Yes.
I'm trying to picture the map of where Peru is. But
We're here down here next to Bolivia.
But when I was stationed with these Hispanic guys from like they were like from Mexico, and they would take me to these places and I would learn like Mexican culture or Guatemalan culture. And like to me, I was like, wow, like I was a punk rocker in like junior high and high school. And so to teach me about something like from their country from like 1960, you're like, what? It's like unimaginable. But then it takes me back to like now, like today, I could go and whoever watches this interview can go and listen to your music on Spotify today. Like you couldn't have did that stuff in the 80s. So that's what like I get so excited. Like I can discover new music like today, right now, every day for the rest of my life. Like, and it's just beautiful. And that's what I want to do till I die. Like, that's it.
De hecho, yo soy un burda consumidor del punk, marica. Estoy punqueto en eso también.
They're saying that they are very in the punk side of music. They're very punk.
Okay, for sure.
Como dato extra, la portada del álbum fue hecha por el artista Marcelo Gres.
Just to add a little bit to maybe the credits of the art of the album, we forgot. It was created by Mauricio Gretz. Marcelo Gretz is the brother of Mauricio, our manager.
Okay.
And we also, in this new album, we are featuring one opera singer,
Verónica Canelón.
Verónica Canelón.
Okay.
She's an opera singer, so we are gonna have a featuring with her. We're gonna have a feature with a lot of other vocalists from here, from Venezuela, from other bands here in the genre.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be an amazing album. Really, it's gonna be hard. I'm dreading the recording stage of the album. I'm very scared because Max he's the original bassist of the band.
Okay.
He studied bass. He's a really talented musician. He has a perfect ear. He has perfect pitch. So he can compose anything really easily. He hears anything and he can play it right away. So the stuff he composes, you have heard it.
It's great. That's why I'm telling you how good it is. Like, I love it.
It's hard.
I think a double album for your sophomore effort is that's a huge undertaking. a double album, like
Tocó ese
Aproximadamente.
tema.
Approximately there are 14 songs.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
6 minutos cada una aproximadamente.
And like I'm discovering, like you said, opera singers and stuff. Yesterday I interviewed a lead violin player who plays a flying V violin with frets, and
Yes, yes.
She was running. I met her doing. She sent over a copy of Iron Maiden's The Trooper, and I thought there were guitars in it, but it turns out it was just the violin, and
Yes.
it was crazy. So I was like, I thought that was really cool. So like, I want to go down that rabbit hole a little bit and explore violin metal. I like
Yes.
all that crazy stuff. Let's listen to it all. I want to hear every metal song ever. Like I'm trying. That's why I was so fortunate to meet like Yenny and Mauricio. Like I'm getting so much stuff sent to me now. Like it's just so fun. But the hard part is I can't keep up. Like I
Yeah.
discovered like Plague's Gang and I working on their stuff. I'm working on anorexia. Anorexia.
Isang.
Yeah, Isan, yeah. So I was listening to some of that earlier today, like just having so much fun, and meeting so many cool people. I'm having a blast.
We're very
So,
glad. It makes me happy, really, that you are taking that time, that it's making you happy, that it's making your life, it's making you uh get closer to that threshold of life, and you appreciate it,
for sure.
and and that you're sharing that with us, that we can form part of your life, and
Yeah,
it's something beautiful that technology and music and art and everything can lead us to this point in life where we can share music, we can share our thoughts, all because of music, all because of our passion, all because of these things we share, but we are thousands of miles away from each
right.
other.
Yeah, like it's mind-blowing to me because like you guys were talking about like the thresholds and like I'm like at a point in my life like I'm just curious as to like where your conscious goes when you're sleeping, like how like all these things, what happens? Like then you start thinking of like space and time and there's just so much to think of. So like since I gotta learn Spanish because like the album seems like it would be so much cooler to me if I knew like the Spanish part of it.
Yeah. Maybe that what we can do is translate the lyrics, and do it the with the most accuracy possible to the exact translation, or maybe not the little translation, but the correct translation, because sometimes in translation you lost a little bit of.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like
So
I get it. My kid has a Spanish book and I was like, I'm gonna start on this like Spanish again, and I got thrown. I didn't do very good in high school. I wasn't a good student, so I took Spanish, but I don't remember much of it. So why don't you tell the people in Venezuela, like, well, what's coming up for you guys? If you have shows or where they can find your music or, you know.
sure. Yes, we really, not next week, but the one before that, after that, we the 4th of July. The 4th of July,
Okay.
we're going to have a play in Valencia, that's other state here in Venezuela. And later in the 29th of August, we're going to
Anaco.
Anaco, Oriente Extremo. It's called the event. It's more to the middle of Venezuela, very far away.
I mean, if you want, you could even say it in Spanish because like I don't know how many like I don't know if Venezuela like English is popular in Venezuela. So if you just want to tell the people in Spanish get the message out, go ahead.
Yo creo que más allá de querer exportar o sea, querer hacer que la música sea más traducible, yo quiero como que dejar un poco más de mi esencia como venezolano, quiero dejar un poco más de mi esencia como vocalista, como frontman, en la interpretación que yo hago en cada una de las letras, ¿bien? Entonces no es como que podría colocar un poco de subtítulos en los videos, más no cantaría en inglés porque quiero que se transmita lo nuestro, ¿me entiendes?
Claro.
A eso es lo que voy.
Okay. Well, in a side note, maybe going a little bit backwards, 26 wants to clarify that he is not against singing in English,
Sure.
but what he wants to do is more transmit his intention, his performance, his way of representing that lyrics, the lyrics that he
Of
writes.
course, of course. No, what I'm saying is if you guys want to speak in
Yes,
Spanish now,
yes,
tell
yes.
everybody where, because I mean, nobody, I doubt you'll get more Venezuelan people at your show than you will American.
Obviously,
So
obviously.
if you want to go ahead in Spanish, you got 3 minutes left.
Okay, ¿quieren promocionar? Dale, pues, aprovecha.
Bueno, básicamente esperemos verlos a toda la gente que nos está esperando en Valencia este 4 de julio. De verdad que estamos muy contentos con todo el trabajo que se ha venido haciendo. Fausto definitivamente es uno de los temas que todos estamos emocionados por estrenar. De verdad que nos morimos de ganas de poder mostrarles el tema, poder eh, mostrarles y que escuchen lo que se ha estado haciendo durante tanto tiempo, bajo cuerdas, que hemos estado produciendo digamos, a escondidas, pero bueno, realmente los invitamos a que vengan este 4 de julio al Endurance Metal Fest, donde por cierto estarán unas bandas de Colombia, Saturno Necrópolis y Ruido Estridente. Y bueno, tendremos el gusto de estar ahí en la alineación de bandas que va a participar.
Y también aprovechar la oportunidad de invitar a la audiencia hoy a las 8 de la noche, hora de Venezuela. Estrenamos el último sencillo con video oficial sobre el disco Siete. Con esto cerramos el capítulo de Siete, titulado Oculto de los órganos, ¿verdad? Es el último capítulo con el que cerramos el disco 7 para dar un poco más de evolución al nuevo álbum de lo que va a ser Sorte.
That what the 26 is saying.
Sí, sí,
That
para-
today we're gonna release a new video
Okay.
from Siete. It's the last video. It's the last.
El cierre del álbum.
It's the closure of the album, right? So we're gonna release the video of Culto de los Órganos, the organ cult.
Okay.
I think you heard
The teaser.
that song.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have an animated video. It's really great. It's gonna air today.
Rafa Guerrero.
Mafer Guerrero is the artist that made this video. She's a really talented girl. The videos she makes, she already made 3 of our videos.
Sorte y
Corte
Cuéntale.
Calaizo.
She already made 3 videos of us, and she really does an amazing job. So today at 8 p.m. here in Venezuela, I think they're in the United States.
New York times 8 p.m. We're same time zone.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, New York.
8 p.m. We're gonna release a new video from Siete, and that will be the closure of the album. We're gonna start with Luma Invitada.
All right. Well, we only got a minute left, so I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope we get to do this again.
Sure, anytime you want. Thank you so much for the invitation. We're really honored, and we really had an amazing time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for our music, and thank you for liking it that much.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.